Hawaii's Kilauea Volcano. What does the future of Kilauea hold? Ever since Hawaii's Kilauea stopped erupting in August 2018, ceasing activity for the first time in 35 years, scientists have been wondering about the volcano's future. Its similarities to the Hawaiian seamount Loihi might provide some answers. According to Jacqueline Kaplan-Oberach at Western Washington University, in her presentation at the 2019 SSA annual meeting, Kaplan-Oberach, volcano seismologist, said Loihi's 1996 eruption has some remarkable parables to 2018 activity in Kilauea. Loihi is the submarine volcanic seamount located about 22 miles off the southwest coast of the island of Hawaii, with its summit about 3,000 feet below sea level. Kaplan-Oberach has studied Loihi since she was a graduate student in 1996, with more recent work at Kilauea using data from seismic instruments placed on the submarine flanks of both volcanoes. After the sudden cessation of activity at Kilauea last summer, quote, "It was very apparent to me that there were some very striking similarities between this eruption and what we saw at Loihi in 1996, she says. Like the 2018 Kilauea eruptive sequence, the 1996 Loihi eruption began with a dramatic increase in seismic activity that started in the volcano's rift zone and transitioned into its summit. Then in both cases, quote, "there was a long sequence of very large earthquakes for a volcano of that size," end quote. This is what Kaplan-Oberach explained. Loihi experienced more than 100 magnitude 4 or larger earthquakes, while there were more than 50 magnitude 5 or larger earthquakes at Kilauea. Now, in both cases, the swarms of earthquakes at the summits of each volcano led to a significant collapse, creating Pele's Pit on Loihi and enlarging the Halimamau crater in Kilauea. It's rare to see the kind of caldera collapse that happened at Kilauea in action, says Kaplan-Oberach, although scientists have watched it occur at Fernandina volcano in the Galapagos Islands and Barabunda volcano in Iceland. And one of the things I would like to know more about is whether this type of activity, this draining of the summit reservoir, and this sort of collapse of a pit increases a volcano and indicates a volcano has kind of done its time, she says. And after the 1996 eruption, Loihi became quiet with little to no seismicity recorded during two instrument deployments from 1997-98 to 2010-2011. She said it was a level of quiescence that we had never seen there before. The seamount remained mostly quiet for almost 20 years, gradually increasing seismicity before beginning new earthquake swarms in 2015. This might indicate that the Loihi seamount is replenishing its magma reservoir, and if Loihi and Kilauea's similarities are a guide to Kilauea's future, Kilauea might be quiet for a decade before becoming active again. Kaplan-Oberach suggests, "I think the good news is that volcanoes tend to talk to us before they do anything truly dramatic," and she says, "so I think we'll know when it restores its magma system." And this is on Science Daily from Seismological Society of America. And let's remember that Kilauea, Mauna Loa, and Loihi all share the same magma chamber. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.